Let's do ants plus plus, which is the end of the day kind of an anticipation, which results in a watch list. Then you take that watch list tomorrow morning and watch it for a breakout and enter as and when the breakouts happen. The key to be successful in this is to be extremely selective and only select 2 or 3 stocks to target as the best anticipation setup. So let's look at start by looking at TC2000, and when we start looking at TC2000, I'm looking at higher price stocks plus. So these are stocks which are like priced above 90, the liquidity above 300k, price percent change today is between minus 0.4 and plus 4. So that's the kind of thing. Now they are sorted by NC. NC is essentially net change, absolute C minus C1. So let's go through this and see if there is any good setup which is there. Absolutely the best setup which is lining up for a breakout is what I am looking for. So ENTG going sideways for 2 days, doesn't have enough of like this thing, enough of sideways move to be really becoming a category setup. Can it work? Yes, but it just a maybe kind of setup. Always remember, when we take something like this, I always use another go at it in the morning with the fresh eyes to only select 2 or 3 from this list. And once you know what you're looking for, you can go pretty fast and go through all this list very, very fast. So JP Morgan, that looks like it is setting up. Yeah. So essentially 2 stocks, they go into anticipation watch list, clear all flags. Now, because we are going through everything which has TI above 165 here for anticipation plus plus, right? And in this scan, there is no need to run this in the end of the day, because this particular thing has liquidity above, price above, and TI above 105. Now that anyway we are going to look at it, all the stocks, so we don't need to go through this, right? But I do want to go through anticipation on IPO in case there is. So for that I have a list of IPOs and I run my scan on IPOs. These IPOs are stocks which are IPO'd in less than 65 days, okay? Because if they have more than 65 days, they will show up in your TI 65 you watch list, right? So this is universe TI 65. So in this particular case, liquidity is 200,000, price is about $5, average C 7 divided by average C 65 is 1.05. That means they have established momentum, and buyout is true to eliminate as many candidates as possible which had a buyout. So once you have this list of 682 stocks, again it is sorted by NC, and we'll go through this to see if there is any good setups which are setting up nicely for a possible breakout tomorrow. It's only 2 days. You want to see more sideways on that for me to get excited about it. I point, that's a good one. So that looks good. See, solar stock, again, more sideways will be better. Just 2 days sideways I think is not enough. Nova, that looks good. Matrix services going sideways and it's up only 4 cents. SHLX, the volume is a little bit of a problem. This is more like an anticipation plus plus kind of a setup. CBT. Sun Power. And one of the useful trick is to like use this triangle and like say you draw this triangle, right? And you can take it. So if there is a breakout like this, will you be a buyer? And that is how you can look at it. Like, so if there is a breakout, that's a good setup, right? So that way you can visualize how it will look post breakout, and are you likely to buy that kind of a breakout. So I'm only taking the best. I already did this work during the day, so there are some from the work which I've done. And as the list keeps on extending, like you can stop when the NC becomes too large. Tenet Healthcare, if there is a lot of you people are very enamored by low price stocks, but anticipation works better or best on high price stocks. On low price stocks, it doesn't work so well. So keep that in mind. Your success ratio is going to be much lower if you're primarily going to do anticipation on low price stocks, because low price stocks need a breakout to confirm a breakout. Like they can't really be entered with a very low risk. So that's why I don't really go into low price stocks, but I'm just noticed that a lot of you go into very low price stocks. CGS system again. Like the volumes are like problem, but like if there is a breakout here, will you be a buyer of this breakout? And if the answer is yes, then you can basically look at that breakout as a good breakout. If it is, then you can say take it. So CHS, even this looks fix. If there is a breakout from here, that may be good. This one is again same. Solar stocks are all lining up for a possible breakout. Car Gurus, it looks good. LNTH still going sideways only. PCRX also going sideways. And the race is not to find 30 of these. The race is to find the best one of them and only have 2-3 good ideas rather than having 14 or 15 ideas. Because if you're going to be having 14-15 good ideas, that means you really have not used the quality parameters to select these stocks. Okay. ATI. So now if you look at the net change, the net change is still at around 0.36, right? I think a net change beyond a certain level doesn't really make sense, because then those stocks have already had a breakout. Only thing is that some of the high price stocks can have a net change still $1 and they can still be good stocks. So that is the only reason why I go through everything. So let's go through this fast and see if there is any good stocks lining up for a breakout. So this is a methodology, this is a process. If you follow that process, you might get into some stocks early, and that can get you a very good entry. And if you can get in a good entry, then your risk reward is much better compared to others. Now as we keep going down, you will see that these stocks, most of them are already breaking out, because the net change on them is pretty high, right? Mercury Computer, if there is a breakout, it will be a good breakout, so that is a good stock. Now, can this be done using a scan? Yes, but like essentially, scan can not capture all of them. So that's why most people who do this, they do it this way. It's a time consuming, it's a elbow grease kind of a method, but it also tells you what is working, what is not working, what is happening in the market. That's why a lot of people do it. And I'm doing this couple of videos for you people to show you how to do this. And in case I find some good trade, that will help also. So that is why I'm going through everything. I'm not selecting charts in this, but like we have other method, reversal bullish, bearish, where I do select charts also there. Enough is right, and that is not really enough sideways to consider it as a anticipation setup. Now most of these are already breakouts. These are all breakouts. So let's run through them very fast because you're unlikely to find a consolidation or a sideways move here now. Yeah, BAP, that is one. High price stocks still can. So this is an additional effort to what I had done during the day and created a watch list of stocks which are setting up. So this will get added to those stocks as a additional list basically. Now there is like these are all stocks which already had a breakout or a breakdown basically. Yeah, these are all breakout or breakdown. In fact, there is no point in even going beyond a certain net change. So you already have net change in $1.79. So if there is any breakout, it would have already shown up, or breakdown, it would show up in your this thing. So we can stop here and copy flag to anticipation. Now remember, this is in addition to the work which I have done during the day. So when you look at this anticipation list, it might have some of the work which are done intraday. So clear all, and let's look at it. So you have I point, which is looking like a good. If there is any breakout, it will look good. You have Bumble, which I added, Nova. Then you have Matrix Services, you have SHLX, you have Cabot, SunPower, IMXI, RSCI, Kroger's, ENTG, which is very this thing. So I'm going to drop that. It's too choppy for my taste. And like this, I in the morning again will go through this list and decide some of these things are too choppy, so I can drop that. So Maxon is there. It's yeah, Car Gurus, which is looking good, right? And any breakout would be good. West Management, your ATI, your JP Morgan, your GTLX, which is needs sometimes it needs few more days. This is a good, nice consolidation which is happening, and you have BAP. So those are the stocks, which is my watch list, and out of these 2 or 3, at best, I'll be watching tomorrow for a possible entry if they start to break out. And you can, depending on the market condition, if the market is bullish and there is buying, then they will work. The market had trouble today, or market has moved very fast. So as a result, always remember, anticipation setups are very vulnerable to overall market behavior. So sometimes they will have breakout in the morning and they will fade, which is part of trading anticipation breakout. So keep that in mind if you are new to anticipation. So anticipation is a very good methodology for those people who cannot react to breakouts fast. So you have a watch list and you operate from watch list. Commonly used method, most of the traders use it. So it should be part of your toolbox if you want to become a good trader.